Welcome to my channel. I hope my poems and summaries are helpful for you. Dear students, the next summary in the line is of a famous poem, A Legend of the Northland. This is the fifth poem in Beehive of Class 9. Summary of A Legend of the Northland. A ballad is a poem narrating a story in short stanzas. Ballads are a part of folk culture, or popular culture, which comprises of traditional stories and are passed on orally from one generation to the next. A Legend of the Northland is a ballad. In total, there are 16 stanzas in this poem. The Northland area is near the North Pole. The poem is a legend about an old lady who angered Saint Peter because of her greed. The story goes on like this. In winter in the Northland, there was short day and night was longer. In this snowy area, the reindeers pull the sledges and the children were looking like a bear. The elderly people started telling a story with important message to the young ones. One day, Saint Peter was preaching around the world and reached the door of a cottage where this woman lived. She was making cakes and baking them on a hearth, baking place. St. Peter was fainting with hunger. He asked the lady to give him a piece of cake. The cake that she was baking then appeared to be too big, so she did not give him that, and instead, she baked another smaller one. That also appeared to be big, so she did not give him that also. The second time she baked yet another smaller cake but found it too big to give away. In the third attempt, she took an extremely little scrap of dough and rolled it flat. She had it as thin as a wafer but was unable to part with that also. The woman felt that, when she ate the cakes, she felt that they were very small, but if she had to give them to someone, she felt that they were too big to be given away. This angered St. Peter a lot. He said that she was not fit to live in human form and enjoy food and warmth. He added that God had given her food, shelter, fire to keep warm and let others too get benefit of it, but she had become selfish for all the resources she had. He cursed her and transformed her into a woodpecker bird who had to bore in hard, dry wood to get its scanty food. She would be able to collect very little food by working hard the entire day. When the woman turned into a bird, she was wearing a red, colored cap on her head. This cap was there on the bird's head also, but the woman's remaining clothes had burned and turned black in color just like coal. She can be seen in the trees all day boring for food. They get a teaching that they should not be greedy. Literary devices in the poem.
You can stop and rewind if you want to see the literary devices. You can stop and rewind if you want to see the literary devices. You can stop and rewind if you want to see the literary devices.
Thank you students for watching. I hope you got a clear-cut idea of the poem.